Ladies and gentlemen, it seems every single day now we're getting information about the Switch 2. And these details and leaks we're getting seem to be more and more credible. And today I have a very credible leak from a very reliable source about games that are coming for this next console. And they have me very, very excited. We also have a little bit of bad news about a beloved franchise, so let's just go ahead and start breaking this all down. Please forgive my voice, I'm still kind of sick, I'm doing everything I can do. Taking vitamin C, drinking tea, I'm doing everything. So thanks for bearing with me because I know this is not ideal to listen to. But yeah, we have some amazing games coming to the next Nintendo console, and the developer or publisher that they're coming from has me very excited. And then we have some very bad news about one of the best franchises in the world, in my opinion. So before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, it would truly mean the world to me. We're getting extremely close to 9,000 subscribers. I just want to extend my gratitude to you and say thank you so much for the support. And let's go ahead and get right into this video. Wait, maybe that wasn't the right video. Hold on. Now let's get right into this video. So this leak is coming from Midori, which at this point I have to assume that they work for Sega because they get 100% of everything correct that they leak out. The track record is flawless, and I just don't know how you could get this much leaks correct and so precise and years in advance without working for Sega. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing because I think leaks make people interested in things, and I think they actually help more than they hurt. And I hope that Nintendo feels the same way and they start kind of letting some information slide out because it keeps you excited and engaged in whatever you're talking about. Like in my opinion, Sega's hype is at a new all-time high because of all these leaks. It has us speculating, it has us excited for what's coming. It keeps Sega in the news constantly. And when we see these leaks are correct, well, that just adds more fuel to the fire. So in my opinion, it is a win for everybody. But regardless, let's get into the leaks. This is coming from Midori. All of the Sega remakes, JSR, Golden Axe, Shinobi, etc. are coming to the Switch 2. Every Atlas and Sega remake is also releasing on the Switch 2. So then let's go over to the actual tweet. Also, follow me on Twitter, dude. What are you doing? Follow me on Twitter. That would be cool. Follow me on Instagram. That would even be coolier. And the way that this leak actually started out is, you know that they showed off, I think at the Game of the Year Awards, a Jet Set Radio remake or something like that. And that's amazing, right? That had me very excited. But it turns out it's not a remake, it's a reboot, and it's going to be open world, and it's going to be crazy. So Midori actually confirmed that the new Jet Set Radio title is a reboot that merges elements of both titles. There are multiple worlds planned at launch. The release year is currently 2026. And then a remake of the original Jet Set Radio will also be released in 2026. Jet Set remake for Switch 2, this is correct information. Every Atlas and Sega remake is also releasing on the Switch 2. Somebody said, what about the original Switch? I know the answer is most likely no, but I don't know if I'm ready to upgrade yet. Sega will continue to release some remake titles on the Switch if it is possible, but this may change depending on the sales of the next Nintendo console. It's weird because depending on how successful the next Nintendo console is in that first year, it might make more sense to release your games on the Switch, right? If 150 million people own a Switch, and let's just say 20 million on a Switch 2, and you release a game only for the Switch 2, then that's only 20 million potential buyers. But if you release it for the Switch 2 and the Switch, well then, that's over 100 million potential buyers. And I think that just makes more sense, at least in the first or second year. At least in the first and second year, right? When looking towards this next Nintendo console, there is a couple big developers and publishers I think we're going to see utilize the next Nintendo console frequently. But the two, well, I guess it's technically three, is Sega and Atlas and Capcom. I think we're going to see amazing games come from them and almost be part of the identity of the next Nintendo console. But yeah, this makes me pretty excited because this gives us a little bit of a look into what the next Nintendo console's theme is going to be, right? We're seeing some of the games that are going to be on it, and that makes me pretty excited with all the other information that's come out in the past couple days. I think, this is me just speculating, I think we get some information the beginning of summer from Nintendo directly. The good also comes with the bad, and today I have some bad news about a beloved franchise. Two franchises that I absolutely fell in love with on the Switch is Hollow Knight and the Ori series. And we're all patiently waiting for Hollow Knight Silksong, but when's the next Ori game coming, right? I don't know if it's gonna come ever again. Moon Studios has bad news for Ori fans. Fans of the acclaimed Ori games may have to wait a long time for the next entry in the franchise. The last game was released in 2020 by developer Moon Studios, who has recently launched its new action RPG No Rest for the Wicked in early access for PC. For this brand new IP, the studio is committed to a longer support cycle. I didn't even know they had a new game, so I definitely need to check that out. Maybe because it's in early access and only for PC, but we all want to know when's the next Ori game, right? Thomas Mahler recently posted a long tweet addressing concerns about the studio's long-term goals for No Rest for the Wicked. Folks, we're nowhere near done with No Rest for the Wicked. There's so much that we've already built that none of you even know about, and we want to deliver this in a masterful way. No Rest for the Wicked is like our Lord of the Rings. And to further use this analogy, what we've done so far is akin to doing a test screening of the first bits. So it seems like they have massive long-term plans for this. But we want to know news about Ori, right? Mahler's tweet confirmed an ambitious commitment to No Rest for the Wicked for the foreseeable future. And for those who would rather see a new Ori game from Moon Studios, a long wait is in order. Responding to a comment asking about the third entry in the Ori series, Mahler jokingly states, "Well, I hope now you folks understand why we won't be making Ori 3 anytime soon." That's kind of a shot right in the heart, right? Damn, no time soon? Like, we have to put this in perspective. The last Ori game came in 2020. If they're another 3 or 4 years out, that's 2028 probably. Especially if they're putting so much work into this No Rest for the Wicked game, which is what you should do when you release a new game. I'm not faulting them there, but if it's going to be a bunch of years before the next Ori game, it's almost like that could hurt and help the franchise. You could do what Hollow Knight's doing, drawing it out, having the hype at an all-time high, and any drop of the crumb we get, we start going crazy like, oh my god, is it coming? Is it coming? It's never coming, but when it does, it'll be a big and amazing day. But I don't think Ori has that same kind of power to where it's like they string us along for 3 or 4 years, and by the time it comes out, is it too little too late? Like, yes, I understand people will still want to play the game, and it will still be pretty popular, but this is pretty awful news, at least for me. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about all this information? Are you excited about all these Sega remakes coming to the Switch too? And are you a fan of the Ori series? Have you ever played it? Let me know below. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you could. I'd really appreciate a follow. And you guys know me. I'll see you soon with a new video. Peace out.